Okay. Oh. Better turn this down. Okay. Press F10 to record a looping animated GIF of your factory. Nah, I'm good. Okay. Oh. What? I didn't show back at my thing. I showed up back on the space platform. Okay. Oh. Oh boy. Is this the next one? Did I skip one? Is this definitely the next one? I remember the studio apartment being ridiculously hard. And this one has 4 beds instead of just 1. And complicated walls. Look at that hole. What's that doing there? What's the best way to assemble this? I noticed that these beds have nothing supporting them. These bunk beds are stapled directly to the walls. Okay, I can think of several ways I could have put this together. This is also stapled directly to the wall. Okay. Now I could try to assemble walls and floors first, and then drop everything into it. The way they're situated, the welds are actually fairly easy. Surprisingly easy. Huh. This actually doesn't look so hard, but of course I know that that's just a perception, a trick of perception, that it's actually going to be hell. But it actually looks really simple. The other thing I could do was I could assemble the walls and have the beds already stapled onto the walls and then drop them onto the floor. It's an interesting idea. First thing I want to see. Okay, we get more wall. It doesn't seem like enough wall. The floor is more or less continuous. The beds are more or less continuous. Counting time. 1, 2. Well, actually, the wall might not be. Is this floor double layered? What? Hold on. No, it's not. Okay. No, it's the same. It matches. Now, look at this here. What's up with that? Hold on. I need to make sure I know exactly how these things go together. Okay, I think the floor is solid all the way across, and they're not doing some kind of trick where the walls are built. Notice the holes. Notice that there are no holes here. Hold on. This is subtle, but this is probably the key. Okay, look at that. Holes. Joint with the holes. I don't know what else to call these. Joint. Now if we look over here, we see joint with holes. No holes, holes. Holes, no holes, holes. But we come over here and we see... How does this go together? Am I looking at you from the wrong side? Okay. Okay. Look at that. If I stack that on top of that, I ended up with holes underneath and no holes on this part. No. Okay. Right. Okay. Definitely. It looks to me as though... Look at this. What gives? Yeah, okay. I just want to be so absolutely positively certain. And what's bugging me is that this definitely does not match. And this definitely... Let's put it together and see. This is going to be stupid because the speed at which I have things moving. Okay. I'm going to turn my input rate way down so we can see this. See this? Yeah, it's just not matching. You can see my problem. Don't entirely get this at all. This flooring is weird. This flooring is weird. What the hell? What am I looking at? This does not match that at all. Hold on. This is the trick. This is this puzzle's trick. The flooring. I mean, there's probably other terrible things about it, but I need my flooring to match. I know it won't accept any less, and I might have to dismantle this. Look at it. Why do you give me flooring that doesn't match? They're single blocks. I can't even destroy them to cut them in half or anything. This doesn't match anything. Nothing about this. But you don't have red on top. What? If I destroyed your blocks, how would I end up with these? This is clearly a single block that looks like this. What? Am I just somehow mistaken? Is it just going to be like, no, this is acceptable somehow? Well, okay, fine. Be that way. See if I can. Go. accepting these blocks? It shouldn't be. It's wrong. See? These are single blocks. But... see that? If I can't even figure out what kind of flooring I'm supposed to be using, I'm screwed. I mean, it's obvious I'm supposed to use this, right? Whoa, wait a second. Look at the line that just appeared there. It's not on them when they come out. What about these holes here on the corners? Those aren't mirrored in this. I must just be going crazy. I should just start working this. I should just build it. This has got to just be the right flooring. It's got to be. It's got to be. I'm driving myself crazy. So, my big question was, the start of this whole mess, do I build the floor and then staple the walls onto it, or do the walls go all the way to the bottom and the floor goes in between? I'm going to work under the assumption that the flooring is complete and the walls go around it. Okay? Alright. And as for all of this, whoosh. Alright, let's try assembling. I kind of like the idea of welding the beds onto the walls, but let's start by just combining these things, alright? Let's start with just making a full floor. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 9 by 6? Alright, a 9 by 6. Easy enough. 2 of these wide, 3 deep. Okay. Alright. You know what? We'll start by just doing this. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Something like this? Hold on. I gotta push this way up. Something like this? Okay. Ooh, not good enough. I'll fix that in a second. Okay. It's not working quite perfectly yet. Maybe I'll lower the input rate slightly. I suppose what I could do... let's just lower the input rate some. Seems like a great trick. The problem is it's just not going to work out the way I want. It's slowing it down each time I do that. I was thinking I'd just weld it all together like this, but as simple as this is, it's going to slow my production way the heck down if I do it this way. So, a better way... maybe I can get away with doing this on the cheap. I just need a pair of welders here. And a... No, wait. And a pair of welders like this. Not quite. Almost. Okay, this'll do it. Oh, yeah, of course. Need that. Ooh, that's a problem. Okay, I can't put this arm here. No, here. Is this good? One more tile over, and we've got it. Ah! Okay, gotcha, gotcha. Okay, see that? That's my floor. At that moment, it needs to get out of here. Okay, hold on. Okay. Problems. Problems. Need to convince you to move out. Now, convince you to move out without. Okay, here. No, no, not you. You. Okay, this should do it. Or not. This should do it. Two belts pointing that way should overpower its... Oops. Ahem. Two belts pointing that way should override it. That's my floor. It slows my production down a bit. It's a tiny bit of a snag. Okay. That's unfortunate. Wish there's a way I could speed it up a little. Wish there was a way I could scan. Pair of sensors, perhaps. Alright, we'll go with this for now. It gives me floors. Now, these come in 3x3s, and my door requires me to cut like that. Alright, fair enough. 2, Okay. Alright. Looks like what I need to do for you is very simple. Like all these falls. It's gonna slow production down a lot. I am gonna need some falling. I'm gonna need you to fall some. Or lift some. Simple. Let's see. Alright, this is what we're gonna do. Alright. Okay, well obviously that's not right. Every other wall ends up on track B. Great. Okay, that will solve some of my production issues. Ugh. Alright. There. Excuse me. Sinks! You go over here. Sinks, you're just a problem right now. Stupid sinks, you're ruining everything. Right. Fine. Be that way. Alright, this is workable. Okay. Now, what I need... Yeah, a pair of blocks. How's this gonna work? I need to fall so that I end up with... I need to fall and stack, but also to push. Yes. Like that. Whoa. Not like that, though. Okay. Doggone little problems. This would be perfect if it wasn't for you. Shifting here. Stupid sink. You threw everything off and I can't fix it. Alright, let me see. Stupid sink. Hey, how's it going? At the moment, I'm wrestling with sinks and other things. Alright. Okay, okay. Alright, it's working. Okay. Except that it's so ridiculously uneven. So ridiculously uneven. If I could get them to move at an even keel, to move in unison, I would have what I need. Then I could just fuse them together and I'd have what I want. 2 walls. It's perfect. Except for the fact that they're so uneven. Wait a minute. No, that's not an issue. I don't have to worry about that at all. Okay, let's consider. Yes, I can get away with this. Okay. Is that right? Let's see what happens. That's, not what I want. Maybe I can just have them spit out at the right moment. This is the moment that they need to shoot out and fuse. Okay. Okay. This is gonna get in my way now. Flooring is in my way now. Okay, you know what we can do? We can move this whole operation over. Okay. No, I need a scanner to strike. Okay. Yes, at this moment. Get out of my way, floor. I'll have to do something about that. Okay. Over to, up to. Over to. Up to. Scan. Okay, now here we go. Oh. Oh. Yeah, of course. How silly of me. Right. You need to anchor to something. That's fine. You can anchor to the bottom of these. There. Okay. The important thing. Oh! Oh, that won't do at all. Also, that's in the way now. That won't do at all. Ooh. That's terrible. That's completely unacceptable. How do I fix this? See, right there. Right there. That's my problem. Bad. Bad, bad, bad. Alright. See, if I had it down there, it would stick out Okay, okay, okay. This is cutting it awful close. But maybe. Shoot. This isn't gonna work. I wish there were other... I wish I had more tools. Yeah. That'll end up with a shape like that, missing only one piece. But it'll happen every single time. Every single iteration will be wrong. What else can I scan to? Something completely different. That's what. All right. Okay. This is the moment. Okay. This floor sticks all the way out to here. Okay. It's a little bit awkward, but say we go with that. This level 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, in theory, this will do it. It did. It gave me my wall. And then at that moment, that wall was ready for a stamping. I live in Alaska. You're the first person that's mentioned living in France. I've had people in Australia, Germany, Hungary, Sweden. Oh, geez, just about everywhere. But nobody's ever mentioned France before. Okay. If I wanted to use that... No good. No good at all. No good at all. I need something... How will I know when it's time? Because that falls all the way down. God, these walls are just not... I see what's happening. Oh, these stupid sinks. Right, look, just get out of there, okay? Just be gone, sinks. I hate you, sinks. You are terrible. Be gone! Wretched sinks! Alright. Ah, crap. These stupid sinks. You know what I'm gonna do? For now, just send them to the roof. That looks like it did it. Okay. Now we can observe what happens on this side. Ah. At this moment, I need to do it. So... Okay. It's the stupidest way to build the factory, but whatever. We'll move. I gave up on nice, clean designs when these stages became so ridiculously, insanely hard. Okay. Okay. Now what I need is to mirror you. One pusher, and attached to it is 4 welders. But, you guys all need to be 1 block higher, okay? Thanks. Oh. And I suppose I should attach you to something. That's a thing. Okay, 2 walls. Boom. Floor. Boom. Okay. We have the key pieces. Now, assuming that we can get it out of here. Okay, floors can just go like that. Okay. 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 Now, this should work every time. Walls and... Oh, no! What have we done? Oh, no! Okay, let's consider. Problem is, it sticks out for too long. Let's try this. Oh, that's definitely wrong. Okay. Both were welded. Okay, we have a problem. I definitely do not intend for them to be welded together. That is a very bad thing. I don't know what I'm gonna do with those sinks. Those terrible, terrible sinks. But this... Ah, no, come on. This should prevent my walls from being welded together. Okay. Ah! Okay. So many fussy little details. Okay, go. Okay. Perfect. I need something with utterly consistent timing. Want our beds to go that way. And these to go this way. Okay, that's a moment. And that's a moment. can we use those? Whoops. Ah, no. Every time I let go of my mouse in this game, it goes crazy. The camera's all like, I'm gonna look up into the sky and spin around like a little kid. It's like, no, mouse, settle down. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. I think this one's gonna give me more consistency. I think I'm gonna slow down the cycle rate slightly. So this is moving at speed. Okay. Alright. So this is going to be a bit of a pain, and once again I find myself wishing for wireless transmission. A feature this game just does not want to offer. Ever. Who knows, maybe that's the final block that's missing over here. Maybe it's a wireless transmitter. I would be so happy if it was a wireless transmitter. No, it's probably going to be something terrible that'll require me to do a lot of thinking. Okay. Now, what I need is not to cross the streams and to find the correct moments. Oh, and maybe this shouldn't be allowed to fall down. Okay. Okay. First one. Here. Is that the right spot? I hope that's the right spot. That better be the right spot. Don't you hate it when you measure something and then you go, wait a minute, was it 5 inches or 6? Okay, that shouldn't hurt anything. Now, if I've got this correct... Oops! Wrong tube! Ah, whoops! Okay, that's fine. It looked like the right spot. I'll figure out the other tube in a second. Okay, go, 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 go! Perfect! But is it perfect every time? It's perfect every time. Floors are going to be a little bit inconsistent. The way I've got them set up, they'll be slightly slower. No, hush up. I'm trying to watch this. Don't give me complaints. I think it's slightly slowed. I'll end up with slightly more everything but the floor. Slightly, I think. Okay, now I need the moment for you. Now. Here. Only one block over. Oh, I don't need this block at all. And another... No. Okay. Perfect every time. Perfect. Every time. I suppose I could save a bunch by counting every 4th bed or something. Well, actually, it'd have to be at 8s because the beds are too wide. I mean, this is... Click, then slightly more over, click. It would be shorter. It would be a more efficient factory. But who cares? Alright. We have our walls, we have our floor, that's all we care about. Okay. Now, I need to rotate this floor. I need to blast a hole in one of these walls. I need to get them on top of it, here and here. Then I need to get these beds in place and everything else, of course. Alright. So, let's start by rotating this floor. Let's see what happens. Okay, good. Now tell me what happens if I put this here. Okay, but what if I asked you to rotate in the other direction? A little bit faster. Okay. Okay, that puts you here. Alright. That's more or less the correct location. Do I have to move you over a tile, or are you perfect? I just want to see something. Looks to me like it's gonna be one tile over. That's what I thought. Okay. That's what I wanted to be certain of. My 3D spatial reasoning, as always, is not up to par. Okay. Now what we're gonna do next... I just need the walls out of the equation for a sec. Ah! Just need the walls out of the equation for a second. And the beds. Let them fall into the abyss. May sleepy aliens find you and draw some comfort from your existence. Alright, this one needs to move over one more tile. Okay. So you need to move... Figure this out. You, on the other hand, need to move this way a lot. I think that's too far over. I think I went too far, but I'm uncertain. What? What's pushing you? Ah, you. God, big cumbersome things. It would be easier if I just add out a few more tiles. Yeah, this will be easier. Okay, you, however, have a problem. Is this far enough? Probably not. Ah, doggone it, beds! Go away! One element at a time. Yeah, that's just great. Okay, there. Go clog up over there. Okay, these are in the correct orientations. So, all I need to do now is put a sensor that tells them when they can move out. Okay. I say nay. You may not move beyond this point until the appointed time. Oh, you're wrong. You need one more tile here. Okay. Okay. And then, yeah. What? One more. What? One more. Thank you. Okay. Now, whoops. Did I say pusher? I meant blocker. Okay. Now, the walls cannot pass until... What? What now? What? Oh. You're supposed to move forward 2 more tiles. Well, I can deal with this. I can deal with this. No. Together! Okay. Now we are correct. Okay. You landed on your block. Those rescind. Boom! Perfect. Perfect. Now I just need to blow a hole in this one. Which I note is already gonna cause problems for me. This up. Perhaps another sensor here that kicks. I suppose I can sort out the hole anytime. Just a pair of welders here. Then I can drop a kicker here, or hell, I can just put it here. Okay, and you only kick problems. One moment. When do you kick? Huh? Why didn't they retract? Oh. What? What? Hold on. Oh, shit. Yeah, that'd be a problem. Okay, that's what's going on. Never mind, everything's just... Take a second, that's all. Okay. Ah, look at that. They're already coming into position before this is even done. Ah. Alright, simple solution. Let's turn down the cycle rate. Okay, those are welded. Boom. So if I put the scanner right here. Yes. Okay. Okay. So I can drop my kick here. Then with... No, don't you dare do that. All these ridiculous hoses everywhere. Come on, come around. No. Okay. Scan. This should be okay. What's the matter now? Oh. Okay. Fork! Now you're touching that. That's no good. Okay, there. Okay, this will work. Too soon. Okay, that's okay. We'll need one more tile, right? I think. I hope. It's a good thing I'm not worried about whether or not it's efficient so much anymore as I used to. Alright, there's only one way I can make this work. Gonna end up making things more difficult, more tight later on. No. Wait. If I shift it like this. Like this. This will probably do it. This will probably make everything align correctly. Oh. Oh, no, what's actually happening over here is that you are one tile too tall. No, I had it perfect before. You just weren't welding. It was difficult to tell with things that close together. Okay. Now, this tile... Okay. Is this high enough? This is not high enough. Okay. Everything needs to go on stilts. Up. Whoa, no. Everybody on stilts. Everybody. Okay. Okay. Now it's the correct height. So just had to have a double high platform, I suppose. Okay, now here we are here. We've only got one small problem. I need to put the beds and things still in. But perhaps while we're waiting here, I can weld the beds on? I could have the beds fall into place somehow? Two on the bottom seem easy enough. I can't weld them inside there. Mostly an issue of space. But if I moved this way instead... here, and I simply got all the pieces into place over here, and then I could simply come in from that side. Far from efficient, but oh well. Alright, I need those. See, I need a sink. Start with the terrible sink. That's what that one was there for. Alright. Okay. Stupid walls. Oh my gosh, this is such a pain. Now please make the sinks and oven come out of a different port. Rotate them, are you? You're just not gonna let me do it. Okay, that's definitely high enough. Those will get caught up. So I have to go one... but there's a problem there. Isn't there? Okay. Okay, that takes me over to this side. Okay. No, I see the way out of my difficulties. So is this right? Yes, this is right. Got them. I have rescued you, sinks and ovens and cabinets and drawers and such like. I guess that's for putting knives or something. Alright. Sci-fi futuristic knives, no doubt. Has to all match the technology level we're in, right? Okay. Wrong way. Got you. You know what? This might just be the way to do it. Okay. One more back. This might just work. Yeah. I could just put this in right here. Right here. As long as it's consistent to land at that moment on every single one that I produce. It doesn't get in the way of anything. It's perfect. It's slick. It's elegant. Oh, I didn't think I knew how to make anything that went so well anymore. Oh. Now these. Can I get the same out of these? Or will this get in the way of walls? Hold on. Is this too low? I think it is. I may have to raise this filing cabinet up slightly. Or not. Or I could go the other direction with this. You cross your line like you're supposed to, and then you just drop. Just come along this way. Let's see what happens if we do this. Too fast and slightly off. Okay, once again. Last time, you're gonna need to probably here. Okay. I'll have to rotate it, of course. The next one would come in and theoretically push you onto this. Wrong way. This way. I think I remember which way I'm rotating everything by now. Still wrong. Because of the end that's reaching it. Correct. Okay, this one. Still wrong. I might have to rotate him multiple times. Alright, what just happens if I do this? Just do this. Still wrong! I just have to find the right spot to rotate it upon. It's gonna drive me crazy. Why is it that no matter which way I turn it, it's still wrong? This is close. Only all wrong. But perhaps why is it always wrong? Because I got that corner, then I got that corner again. And if I went like this should do nothing at all. I should end up exactly back where I started, which I do. Why can't I get this to turn in the correct direction? This is... because it's in the correct direction at the start. What the hell's wrong with me? Ah! Everything else needed to be rotated, so I had just assumed this needed to be rotated. It was in the correct position from the start. Oh, the only reason I needed to rotate the sink was... no, the sink definitely starts in the wrong orientation. But the beds... oh, half the beds need to be inverted, but otherwise... oh my gosh, they are... I'm so used to everything facing the same direction when it comes out. They're messing with me in subtle and simple ways. Okay, fine. Okay. That's definitely exactly in every single respect correct. Okay. The problem is that you tend to shove it in the wrong direction. Easy to correct. Easy to correct. And you aren't just a regular, ordinary block. You're actually a welder. Alright, done. All is well. Oh. Ah. You really are just an ordinary block. Okay. Oh, wait. I'm off slightly. Okay. Go on. Get in there. Okay. Falls. But you somehow have to get this weld in play. Okay. Okay, this is not a difficult fix. This is not a difficult fix. This is not too difficult to fix. It just requires a little creative thinking. That faculty, which I never developed, along with my 3D spatial reasoning, and... Okay! Gotcha! Floor! Boom! Welded! Welded! Bam! Ah ha ha! No! This is supposed to be a tile higher! Okay. Oh, man. Can I move my walls up a tile, possibly? Yes, I can move them up one tile. This is going to throw the timing of everything off. I bet this is going to throw the timing of everything off. This is a complicated thing to have to suddenly do. Break that. Okay, that still runs. Okay. Just everything needs to go up one tile. This will work, though. This is a nice, very compact design. This is going to throw the timing of everything off. I just feel it. It's going to ruin everything somehow. I'm making too many small changes without testing them. And that's just asking for it. That's just asking for trouble. level. But if it works... Oh man, all I'll have left are the beds. Wouldn't that be nice? Okay. Please don't have completely destroyed everything. You've still been welded in place. What's this block doing here? What is that block doing there? You have nothing to weld to yet. Okay. This is the moment you need to move. Stupid beds! I'll get rid of them. Beds, now is not your time! Okay. Stop being so impatient. We'll get to you soon. For now, just stack yourselves like pancakes. Alright. Here's what we're gonna do. We'll only have a moment. We'll go with a scanner here. Okay. Might not get it right the first try. I can't believe the walls and everything else still fall in place correctly. Okay. Too late. Sense here. No. Sense here. Is the floor gonna trigger it? It's okay. Too soon. This should be just right. This should be perfect every time. But there... No, wait, there might still be a problem. Move it down when it becomes too slow. But also we've got the second one that's not going to be halted by this. That will solve that. I just need the correct instant. So... this is too early, but one tile lower is too late. I see why. Okay. How about here? triggered. That was it! Oh no! Shit. I can't go above because now you're in the way. Okay. Fine. Do this! This'll work. Alright, everything falls into place. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Okay, here we are. Here we are, ready to plop in our beds, and we're done. Now, 2 beds are reversed. Why can't you just all face the same direction? So what if somebody's smelly feet is near your head? You have to make me invert 2 beds? Wait a minute. This is just where the blankets go. There's... the head... It doesn't really matter which way the... Whatever. Fine. I'll just deal with it. Alright. So... I need to drop the beds in place. There's a few different ways I could do this. But then I'm gonna want this to move this way and slide in. So... let's see what happens if I do this. It'd be much better if it was already in position to slide that way. Yes, this will save me a lot of trouble. Okay, much better than what I was going to do a second ago. Okay, there. The moment the beds are in place, it just slides in and wins. Okay, 2 beds, and then 2 beds. The first 2 can fall all the way down, and I can have a pair of sensors sense that and just stick out a pair of, you know, it's really bothering me how there's a line here and not on my side, and a line here and not on my side. I know I talked about at the beginning of the video, but if it fails because of that, I'm going to lose my mind, because I literally don't know how to make these blocks correspond to these blocks. It's driving me crazy. Alright. I just dropped the beds. Yeah. Easy. Okay. Wait. Hold on. No. Wait. Hold on. Those should work. Just one sensor ought to do it. Okay. This needs to be one more back. I'll figure that out in a second. Somewhere over here. We'll figure out the exact spacing in a second. Okay. I was facing the wrong way. could count the blocks, or I could just have the whole mass drop into place and then look. And I'm lazy. Why count when I don't have to? Just let this go. Slide in and be like, hey look, I'm correct, or I'm off by 1,000 miles. Oh look, I'm off by 1,000 miles. Okay. Okay. So that comes out. Actually, no, I'm correct. Okay. And at the right height. Yeah. All is well. All I need to do is get the beds to fall into place. In unison. Here. And then, after the beds have fallen in place, there needs to be a sensor on this level. Yeah. There needs to be a scanner on this level that says, hey look, there's a bed here, and kicks it over one. Okay, I see a slight problem with this design. It's gonna make a few small annoyances, but it'll save me trouble down the road. If I make this go this way one more tile, and then no. Alright, look. No, stop that. Over one. Alright. Alright. No, stop that. I have so much trouble with this selection tool. And now that annoying thing I mentioned earlier. This post really is a problem. Wish I could just relocate it. How am I gonna get this to go forward now? I really need this to be exactly right here. This post is in exactly the wrong place. Well, it's sloppy, but it'll work. So, that piston will push that forward. That'll make a connection. It'll make the weld. Alright. Yeah, that'll work. This should theoretically function, but we won't know until the beds are actually there, I guess. So, beds. It is your turn at last. Half of you have to be spun around. Alright, are you going to obstruct anything if I do this? Oh, everything else seems to pass. Ah! Okay. There's a problem. Okay. And then you're gonna get caught on that. How about this? I don't think you really need to go quite that far. Okay. Everything seems to operate just fine without getting into a mess. Okay, great. So every other one needs to be moved over. That looks like a job for the counter. How did I do tasks like this before I had the counter? I don't even remember. It's such a convenient tool. Alright, come hither! Oh, that won't work. Okay. There's quite a few things wrong with this. Okay, go! Poo. Alright, let's try this again! Okay. Consistency. Okay. Now I need to rotate this one twice. And then I need to build them up and get them dropped in the correct spots, of course. Alright. So. You become a 7. Maybe? Could be this simple? There. Will this work? Yes. Yes, that's correct. Okay, I need a little more forward motion, of course. Now I'm gonna need to do something. Oops. Okay. So many embarrassing little mistakes all the time. Uh-oh. I see. That would be bad. Okay. Now we're not going to get them all sideways. Okay. Well, at this point, 2 beds on each side. Dropping the beds 1 block too early. Okay. So these aren't going to end up in oblivion. These are going to end up stacking. Oh, crazy. It actually worked like this. Huh. Well, surely it wouldn't, but it did. Huh. I suppose... Well, okay then. So I guess what I need to do now is somehow, without interfering with the beds, create... Oh, what a pain in the butt. I need a sensor here. Is that right? I think that's right. I hope that's right. And then a pusher located here. This might be the win. Oh, that's not very good. Yes, anchoring, again. a thing I should think about. So, there's several ways this could go horribly wrong. Okay, well, there's 2 beds there that don't really matter. Okay. So now the beds fall. Okay, those stick out. The beds drop. Ah! Okay. 2 problems with this, both easy to fix. Man, I'm so worried that this is all gonna fall apart in front of me, blow up in my face spectacularly. Please don't explode in my face spectacularly. Please just function exactly as intended, with no further need for horrendous modifications. I don't want to tear everything apart because some little thing is... Oh. Okay. Let's consider. Alright. I can dispose of those 2 beds, just in case. Okay. So that's my first problem. It's supposed to not push until it senses a bed. But the beds fall. Yeah, that would be a problem. I need something I can sense to tell it it's time to go, and I think it's going to have to be the next one in line. At least I've taken care to make sure that everything... Okay. Ooh. Really tight. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Right. I can't really sense there easily. I could sense over here, though, safely. Or I could do it up here. Oh. Aha. Downward facing sensor here. Okay. How far out does it go? I'm not sure. This will take a slight bit of experimentation. But if I have it right, then I have the win. Unless things fall apart after a couple of iterations. But no, this feels like the win. Oh no, I forgot about that. Okay. Will you allow me to just do this? Can I get away with this, please? Please tell me I can get away with this. Please tell me I can get away with this. Please tell me I can get away with this. Look. It counted! I pushed the wrong button. Okay. As long as nothing everything falls apart after this. It always happens that, like, everything falls apart. Like, get the first one through. Okay, that one was held up. It's working. Holy shit, it's actually oh my gosh! This was so much... I mean, it had its difficulties, but it came together so much better than the last pair. Everything's working. I don't even have anything really clever or slick going on like I did in... It just... It's just all kind of sliding together. I think the best trick I have is this. All falling into place. This one took longer, but that side falling into place there is really neat. I could definitely optimize the crap out of this thing. I did well? Well, I did okay. As said, I could optimize this one some. Definitely optimize it some. Well, the only one left is the plasma engine, and then presumably we'll get the final tool. So, Thursday, assuming I beat each puzzle on the first go, which I have never failed one in a sitting, although I've had some really long sittings. Okay, so in theory, Thursday, next week Tuesday, next week Thursday. If there's no more puzzles, then next week this game will end. And I'll have nothing left. Unless I want to just check out the horrors of the Steam Workshop. Of course, we'll want a week where I go back, at least a week where I go back and try earlier ones with all my theoretical skills that I've gained. Theoretically, I've gotten better at this game. You wouldn't know it from the way the last few puzzles went, but that one went so much better. Oh man, so Thursday, we're building our giant cannons. Yeah, I know, it's a propulsion drive of some kind. We've got a reaction chamber, fuel injection of some sort. Blaring into these? No, this is a mixing chamber. The fuel is mixed in here and then gets fed into these where the actual reaction occurs and we get thrust. Yeah, let me just stick my head in this giant engine. I'm sure that's okay. Alright, so there's a little notch there just to be obnoxious. We have to punch a couple holes. Thursday's puzzle doesn't look so bad, but looks can be deceiving. Still, stack two of those, rotate them. Plug for the back. I have to assemble all of that out of ones? Ugh. That might be the hard part. Then again, maybe that'll be the easy part. Who knows? I don't yet. Ugh. And this thing. I'll have to stack 4 of that together and then just, I don't know. I can't use lasers. Oh man, I really cannot use lasers. It'll have to be all grinders to get in there somehow. This is too deep. I'll have to put the grinders on pistons, but also move this thing out. Somehow, without getting the bottom or the top. This might be the trick around which this whole puzzle revolves. Getting this... Well, if it were pushed... and pulled back... I can think of a way. I think I already know how. Hopefully I'll remember on Thursday. I'll leave myself a note. No. This will be my note with this being the other side of my note. That's my idea. Something like that. It'll be a little... Obviously, there'll be more moving parts than this, but this is the basic idea. Push it, and then this pushes, and yeah. It's a note. Alright then. And until next time, and every time, this... What's with these slashes? those screws? Anyway, sorry. This is Hadriex signing off. Bye.